And here we go, 2025. You've been good to us. What's up, everyone? Hope you are doing well. Thanks for jumping on. If you're watching the live show, thanks for being here live. If you're watching the replay, hit Team Replay there in the comments or in the chat or wherever you're watching from. And wow, I can't believe it. I looked up and it's December 31st. I think it's set in about yesterday when I was doing a pickup at the grocery store, and the person said, "Have a happy new year." And I said, "Have a what? Oh my gosh, it's almost over." We're hours away from 2025 being over. And I don't know about you, but it's been a pretty incredible year. My wife and I, before bed last night, we were talking, and I said, "Honey, that's been a pretty wild year. Like, we had a wild year." And she goes, "Yeah, it was pretty chill." I go, "Pretty chill? What, are we living on the same planet?" And, but in her world, it was chill. It was chill. It wasn't, super crazy for her. For me, on the other hand, moving from North Carolina to Puerto Rico, selling our house, moving, doing all the things that we did, was pretty wild. So let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up this year, and I'll talk a little bit about personal stuff, a little bit about business stuff. Maybe I'll give some strategy for 2026. I don't think you're going to be too impressed with that, especially if you are an Amazon influencer. But anyway, we will we'll kind of jump into a few things. So first of all, it has been a pretty awesome year. So kind of on a personal level, I think it's like February, we came to vacation in Puerto Rico, and then we decided that we were going to move here again. So we had moved here in 2021, and we decided we were going to move back to Puerto Rico. But this time we're going to do a little different. We're going to sell our property in North Carolina, and we're going to make it more of a long-term move. So we ended up doing that. So I think February, March, April, May. I think it was May. So we kind of made this final decision in April, and within 30 days, my wife and my son were on a plane flying to Puerto Rico, and we had found buyers for our home, and we had sold our house, and we were moving. And so within just a few months, just a month of actually making the decision, we were on our way to a whole different life, a whole different lifestyle, and all that fun stuff. And so it's been quite the journey, and that has, just naturally kind of slowed down my workflow for this year and doing all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of a crazy year. So it was an election year. We got a new president, and then all this tariff shenanigans started. With all that, agree or disagree, whatever, it affected my business greatly. It had me really nervous about the future of what I was doing or what I am doing. And so I was a little bit disturbed by that. But anyway, it kind of recovered for the most part. People after a couple months kind of got their legs under them, was able to adjust. Maybe some deals came to the table. So that was like the first big bump in the road for 2025 for me and my business. Was like, holy cow, this is crazy. I have no idea what's going to happen, because I work primarily with companies overseas from China. And so it was a big, oh crap, what's going to happen? So anyway, we overcame that situation. We ended up moving. We moved our family here to Puerto Rico. I got reestablished. I started working from home, which I hadn't done in many years. And so that was quite the journey. I did that for about 6 months of living here. And then over the last couple of months, we secured an office location, have been kind of transitioning into that office location. So I did way less work this year. I did way less videos with all the moving and, trying to adjust to working from home, and 2 English bulldogs, which are just naturally grumpy by nature and needy by nature. And then we homeschool our son. And so all this stuff was happening at the house. And so it was really hard for me to focus and get a ton of work done. But somehow the business still did well this year, and is still going to do probably about an average number that it would normally do, which I guess in the big scope of things, maybe I made more money and worked less time. However, it's still been a little bit of a stressful situation to try to figure out the balance of moving, relocating, getting reestablished in a whole new place, whole new culture, environment, whole new system, and then, moving my business here and doing all that fun stuff. So anyway, it's been a pretty crazy year in my mind. In my wife's mind, it's pretty chill. My mind, pretty crazy, but I'm also a person who can, get flustered pretty quickly. So she's not. She's like, life happens. Let's figure it out as we go. And I'm like, my hair is on fire all the time. And so, but overall, it's been a very good year. It's been, a lot of fun. Did a little different things this year than I normally would do. I still did a lot of product videos, still did a lot of brand deals, but really leaned more into the coaching space. I'll call it coaching, but I just want to say like mentorship, helping other people, helping other content creators. So my community deal makers grew a lot this year. I mean, that's for one reason is I made it free. So a lot of people came over, but I think we grew from like 20 people to, I don't know if we're quite at 150 people or not in that community, which is super fun just to be able to be in a community of other content creators. 148 is where we're at, 148 members. And we've seen a lot of success in that group this year. A lot of people are, seeing their numbers go up. We were just having some chats in the private community because there's a couple different tiers. And they were talking about, doing some decent numbers this year as far as all that goes. Oh, what's up? We got a bunch of people here. Sorry, Tech Troublemaker. What's up? Good to see you. Awesome, fun things. Yo, what's up, Matt? Good to see you. Matt's my favorite, my best worst student. Got some chatting back and forth. So anyway, yeah, it's been a great year. And considering I didn't work near as much, but still put the numbers up on the board that I wanted to put up. And I often joke about that all the time to say, I don't really care how I get there. I just want to get there. So whatever, for us, it's all about the lifestyle that we live and what does it take to make that lifestyle happen. And however we get there is how we get there. So I'm not really stuck on, how did that come to pass or whatever. So ultimately I just did less deals, but for more money. And then that was a lot of fun as well. So pretty good. So let's see. More quality than quantity leads to more or less effort. Yeah, I love both. I love quality and quantity then if I can possibly get it. But this year was pretty wild. So what's up, Eliu? Good to see you from Milwaukee. Oh, you're in Milwaukee. Did you move to Milwaukee or are you just visiting in Milwaukee right now? Because I know originally we met in Belize. So very cool. So let's see. To wrap up the year, somebody asked me the other day, like, what is your Amazon influencer strategy? And this is going to be confusing to some of you because you're going to go like, what? I thought you were all about the Amazon influencer program. And the truth is, I'm not. The truth is, I'm all about working with brands, working with sellers, creating video, creating content for e-commerce sellers. And so I think this is where my messaging gets a little bit confusing because I leverage the Amazon Influencer Program to do business with brands, to create videos, to work directly with the brand. So I'm a brand-focused business that just monetizes Amazon because of that. Is just the nature of where I'm leveraging. That's the leverage point of working with these brands, is the ability to post there and to earn over there as well. Now, I'm not saying that I would not be sad if Amazon went away. I'm not saying that I would be upset if the Amazon Influencer Program changed to where my income went down, but I am saying I'm not the Amazon influencer guru that a lot of people think that I am. Now, I did make a lot of money this year. It went up, made $8,000 more so far than I made last year. We still got a few reports to come in, so I'm not counting that chicken yet. But it's been a good year, and so that has been, good. But it's even solidifies seeing some of the changes in the program this year, even solidifies my strategy and my methodology even more, because I am so focused on working with these brands, with these sellers, really building a micro media business, not relying on platforms. And so this can get a little bit confusing. People are like, wait a minute, I thought you were the Amazon guru guy. And there's a lot of people that have a lot of Amazon strategies. My strategy with the Amazon Influencer Program is to leverage it to build relationship with brands, to do B2B business. That's what I love. That's what I'm into. That's what matters the most to me. And then anything that I've made this year off of Amazon is just icing on the cake. So it's a lot of fun to think that. So I'm going to try to do a better job in 2026 to kind of separate myself from the Amazon Influencer Program, and that being my main topic of focus. Now, I feel like I can help a lot of Amazon influencers, but the people I can really help are entrepreneurs who create content. And it's kind of this entrepreneur first, content creator second, micro media business minded people. Those are the people I feel like I can come in and really help build multiple streams of revenue by using your skill set to show up on camera, show up on audio and video. That's where I really shine. I don't really shine on trying to figure out what Amazon is doing or trying to figure out what a seller on Amazon is doing. That is not my cup of tea. I don't care about all those things. I can't control that. Only thing I can control is my sales process. So that is it. Just visiting friends in Milwaukee. Cool. Have fun in Milwaukee. That sounds very cold compared to Belize. Hope you brought a jacket. My lifestyle goal: become a baller. What kind of baller? Like a footballer, a basketballer, a baseballer, or just a baller? What is that? Define that a little bit more. Let's dive into that a little bit more. But appreciate everybody, for having an amazing year. I just want to say thanks to my community, the Dealmakers community. If any of you all are watching, I know Matt's in there, and several other people that are on the show are probably over there as well. And it's just been a lot of fun to kind of take this strategy that I've had, that I've been working, that I've been testing, in blood, sweat, and tears, and late nights and early mornings, and all this fun stuff, and then kind of pass that along to other people and see them getting really great results has been way more rewarding than I imagined it to be. And that will also be a focus going into 2026, is how do I build better systems for the people in my community to make more money. I mean, that's the whole reason I started a business. I didn't start a business for any other reason but to make money and help people. It's like, my family and I always have this little saying, especially several years ago when we were working out of our house a lot. We'd always say, have a good day, have fun, help people, and make lots of money. And that was, I don't know if I heard that somewhere or my son heard that somewhere or whatever, but we'd always say that to each other. And so I think that was the, one of the big things that I've always enjoyed is like, how do I help people and how do I make money? And I always say it, if you're looking to make more money, find a problem that you can solve for a lot of different people, just over and over and over. What is that repeatable problem that people often struggle with? Great question. How do you stay motivated? I don't know that I say motivated is the word. I don't know if I like that word motivated. I mean, I guess it's just like you have responsibility. It's like for me, I just have responsibility. I have a responsibility to my family. I have a responsibility to my clients. I have a responsibility to myself. And I'm making commitments, and then I'm going to show up and I'm going to deliver on those commitments. So I guess, my motivation is really, I don't know if I like that word. I guess I'm just like, I love it. I don't know. Like maybe I'm like a little bit of a psycho because I just love work. I love business. I love the process. I love the brainstorming. I love the action that you take. I love seeing the results that we get and just testing that out. So I think that is, what motivates me is just like the lifestyle. And once again, I always tell people I believe you build a business for one of two reasons. One is to build it, to scale it and sell it, or to build it to provide the lifestyle that you want to live. And so, in my current business, maybe I'm not looking at it the right way, but I don't know anybody's going to buy 4,000 something videos of my face. So I'm going, okay, I need to just keep leveraging this to live the lifestyle that I want to build income, to do other things with, and to, potentially invest into other businesses or whatever down the road. Hope my wife's not watching. She'll be like, no, you're not. But yeah, that would be a baller, popping bottles with fat stacks. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, and you'll be popping some bottles tonight. How many people stay up? I don't normally stay up. This year might be a little different. Our son is a little bit older, so he can hang. He can probably hang until midnight. Maybe for a long day tomorrow. But here in Puerto Rico, everything is a celebration. And from my understanding, we spent a new year here, but I can't really remember it. But some friends of ours were telling us, like, dude, it's going to get loud. And they do all kinds of crazy fireworks. So we are anticipating a long night. But I didn't want to get off the internet for the rest of the year and not say thank you to everyone who has been a part of this journey and has been either part of my community, watch my YouTube videos, hang out on Facebook, in real life. I went to the Ecamm creator event this year, and that was a lot of fun. Met a lot of amazing content creators over there as well, which I hope to do more of those events in 2026. So yeah, to wrap it up, it's been a crazy year. It's been fun. We relocated 1,400 miles and live on an island, bought a really expensive golf cart and put 1,500 miles on it. Been at the beach more times than I could probably admit, or should admit, I guess. And worked less, made more, and looking forward to hopefully working more in 2026. Now we have an office in more of a routine in the new year, and to experiment and do some other things in the video space when it comes to shoppable video, live selling, live streaming, that type of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Let's see. Grant's picks. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. We'll catch the replay. Yes, I always stay up. That's awesome. Matt, what did you say, Matt? I'm in bed at 10 p.m. Yeah, that's not, dude, you cannot be a baller and be in bed by 10 p.m. So 2026, I'll be turning 40. I'll be turning 40 in October of 2026. So yeah, that's another goal of mine. And I'll just say this out loud. I'll put it out there. Is to be in the best shape of my life by the time I'm 40. I don't know if it's possible. I still, those Oreos sometimes get in the house, and I sometimes just keep eating them. So maybe eat less Oreos and do more push-ups. It's going to be one of my goals. Oh, dude, you need to shave. No, this is no shave never, dog. Get out of here. Sid is obsessed with shaving. He said that to me multiple times throughout that I need to shave. I probably do, but I'm just going to let it keep going. It's the new year. I'll shave later. Sid, get out of here. Stop shave shaming me. Get out of here, boomer. He loves that. Sid loves when I call him boomer. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a great new year. Happy New Year. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next year. But not tomorrow, because I'm going to take tomorrow off. And I hope you do too, and spend time with your family, your friends, and don't do anything too crazy. All right, we'll see you later if I can find the buy button. See ya.